Hello, YouTube. This is Alpha Penguin Soldier, and today I thought I would profile my wife's Ghostrick deck. It hasn't been touched in a really long time. We took it to like our locals and played with it. I don't know how long ago. It's been a little while. We played it before the whole link mechanic came into the picture. We've had a lot of fun with this deck. It's not, not like any other build. She built it herself. She did it how she wanted to. She's beat quite a few people with this deck. I don't know how it would fare today, but, I thought I'd profile it. So I hope you guys like it. If you don't, that's all good too. Get into it. Oh boy. A lot of cards in this deck. She has 3 Jack Frost in there. Jack Frost. I don't really know what Ghostricks do, so bear with me. Once per turn, change this to face down defense position. I think all Ghostricks have that effect. And when an opponent monster declares a direct attack, you can change the monster face down defense position, and then if you do, special summon this from your hand in face down defense. So it kind of stalls out the game, gets a body out on the field. It's all good. There are 2 ghouls in here. Can't be normal summon unless you have a Ghostrick monster. Same effect to put it in face down defense. And then you can target 1 Ghostrick monster, and it attacks becomes equal to the combined original attack of all Ghostrick monsters on the field until your opponent's next end phase. If you do, that's the only one that can attack. So basically, you load up your field, you use its effect, and you have it swing directly with something. I don't know. All right, there are 2 mummies. Same effect to set. Well, it's face up on the field. You can normal summon 1 Ghostrick monster in addition, so helps you swarm the field. Let's see, 2 Ghostrick doll. When it's flipped face up during the end phase, change as many face up monsters on your opponent's side of the field face down. Then special summon 1 Ghostrick from your deck. Face down defense position whose level is less than or equal to the number of monsters flipped face down. So basically you flip a bunch. Their levels aren't very high, so you can special summon quite a few, or, whichever one you really need. What else? We got 2, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm not going to butcher it. There's 2 of him. When it's flipped face up, add a card from, add from deck to hand 1 Ghostrick monster whose level is less than or equal to the number of Ghostrick monsters you control. So I think he has the same effect to change face down and then flip. He has a 1800 defense. It's not bad. So that's your searcher. There are 2 Yeti. Once per turn, same change face down. I'm pretty sure they all have that effect. When it's flipped face up, you can target 1 Ghostrick on the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. We got 2 Specters. When a Ghostrick monster is destroyed by battle or card effect, by card effect or battle with an attacking monster and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand and face down defense. If you do, draw a card. So that's a neat little card, I guess. Looks like they're 2 Werewolf. When it's flipped face up, inflict 100 damage for each set card on the field. So plays into that whole setting all your opponent's monsters, flip it, burn. It's pretty cool. We have 2 Skeleton, and when he's flipped face up, banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck up to the number of Ghostrick monsters you control. That's a once per turn effect. Is that all for... No. We have 2 Neko Musune. When a level 4 or higher monster is normal or special summon, change that monster to face down defense. There must be another Ghostrick to resolve. So it can kind of, before links, it would kind of like lock your opponent out. I guess you could still maybe kind of do it, assuming they're not using tokens. We might have to mess around and get an updated deck profile, see how it works. But yeah, I like that card. And she has 5 1-ups. Ghostrick Stein. When it inflicts battle damage, add a Ghostrick spell or trap from deck to hand once per turn. 1 witch. Target, or I guess once per turn, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, change it to face down. That is just once per turn, once per card. Pretty cool. 1 Ghostrick Mary. When you take damage, discard this card, special summon 1 Ghostrick from your deck and face down defense. We never got more, so we just kind of made do. 1 Yukiona. When destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can change the monster that destroyed it to face down defense, and then it can't change positions. And 1 Lantern. When a Ghostrick you control is targeted for attack, negate the attack if you do special summon it. So we just kind of work with what we had. So it worked out pretty well going to our locals. It was pretty cool. I guess we're gonna go on to the spells. There aren't a lot in here. 1 Swords of Concealing Light to add on to the setting cards. 1 Room of Nightmare. Each time your opponent takes damage from a card effect, inflict 300. Goes with the Werewolf. It's kind of like a gimmick. It's pretty cool. 1 MST. And 3 Ghostrick Mansion. And monsters cannot attack face down defense position monsters, but you can attack directly if all monsters their opponent controls are face down defense. All effect damage and battle damage inflicted by monsters other than Ghostricks are halved. So this lets you hit directly, you'll do the ghoul, smack them. The half damage is really nice. That's Mansion. Oh, I guess there's 2 Mansion and 1 Museum. Museum monsters you control except for Ghostrick monsters cannot attack. Monsters cannot attack face down defense, same as the other, but can attack directly if all monsters you control are face down defense, or your opponent controls. And at the end of the damage step, change any monsters that inflicted battle damage and you set them. So that's pretty neat. Let's go into Ghostrick cards. 1 Ghostrick Break. When exactly 1 face-up Ghostrick monster you control and no other cards is destroyed by battle or card effect, target 2 Ghostricks with different names and special summon them face down defense. Adds on to the swarming, I guess. 2 Ghostrick Knight. When a Ghostrick monster on the field, your opponent cannot flip summon. This locks them out of doing anything because you're always setting their stuff. And when this card in your possession is destroyed by opponent's card effect, your opponent cannot declare an attack. Stalls it out. So what Ghostricks do. Really good card. 2 Ghostrick Vanish. Reveal 1 Ghostrick in your hand this turn. Ghostrick cards you control and face down defense monsters cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Protects them. Pretty cool. 2 Ghostrick Scare. Target any number of face down defense position monsters you control. Change them to face up defense position. Count the number of Ghostrick monsters among them. If you do, change that many face up monsters your opponent controls to face down defense. Minimum 1. I remember at our locals, this turned the game for my wife. She was playing against like a Cyber Dragon deck. It was after the structure deck had come out and some guy built it, spent some money, got some nice cards, and she ended up kind of destroying him with his deck as it is now. She beat him quite a few times, and he I think he ended up quitting Yu-Gi-Oh after that. It was kind of funny. Let's see what else for traps. I think there's 2 of these. We got 2 Chain Disappearance. When a monster with 1,000 attack or less is summoned, banish that monster with 1,000 attack or less. Then your opponent banishes all cards with the same name from that cards from their hand and deck. I think it got eroded to like main deck, or I don't know. Pretty good card. I've had this flipped on me, flipped on other people. It's 1 games for her. Let's see. I think there's some effect negation in here. 2 memory loss and a breakthrough skill. As for the memory loss, I know a lot of people don't know what it does. When a face-up attack position monster your opponent controls just activate an effect except during the damage step. Negate that effect if you do change that monster to face-up defense. Until the Link mechanic came out, this was a really underrated good card for effect negation. I've always liked it, but, you know, there's that whole Link monster thing. It's still kind of a decent card, but this card in this deck just kind of adds to the irritation of what it is. 2 Call of the Haunted, because Call. 1 Torrential, and 1 Mirror Force. That's it for the main deck. She didn't make a side deck, as far as I know, or maybe we took it apart, but I don't actually think she made one. I know against that guy that I mentioned earlier that I'm pretty sure quit. He had a side deck, Cyber Dragons. She beat him with this. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Fun stuff. I guess for the extra deck, we have 2 Dual Hand. He does stuff. I don't want to read that. 1 Nightmare Shark. I think that's just to hit directly. Zen Mains for the stall. We have 2 Ala cards, which does other stuff. Let me see. 2 level 3 when your opponent, or I guess your opponent cannot target other Ghostrick monsters or any of the face-down defense position monsters for attack. Detach 1, target 1 set card your opponent controls and destroy that target. This card's good. It got splashed in a lot of things like Medolches and other stuff at the time. Obviously works with the deck because, you're always setting this stuff. 1 Giga Brilliant, 1 Acid. I think this got added in later. The 3 Break Sword. This is from the... I don't remember what set it is, but these are the original ones. They're all first ed. Got it off a friend. It was super cool. Just in there. So I guess it did get updated technically, but it's all good. We got 2 So Cute Boss, another big text. It's a level 2 one. I guess there's another Nightmare Shark, and then 2 Angel of Mischief. That's from World Superstars. You can XYZ by using a Ghostrick XYZ monster. When the number of XYZ materials on this becomes 10, you win the duel once per turn. Detach 1 material and add 1 Ghostrick spell or trap card from your deck to hand. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Ghostrick from your hand to this card as XYZ material. I know she used this card to search out like her field spells or traps, or it was kind of situational. I don't know if this was added before or after she beat that guy. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd do a deck profile on it. It was a really fun deck. When we were able to take it to locals before the whole Link format. We've taken it a couple other times, beat a couple other people. It's done surprisingly well. I've gotten beaten by this deck quite a few times. Hope you guys like it. Like, comment, subscribe. You can leave comments. If you want to see a certain deck profile or want me to talk about something, just leave a comment. I'll do my best to get to it. I'll usually do it if people request it. And if it's a deck I don't know, I'll learn up real quick and, show you guys what I have. Other than that, that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe. I guess that's it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Alrighty, guys. That's it for the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, feedback, whatever you want to do. This is Alpha Penguin Soldier signing out.